Hey there, and welcome to the A.E.Mackintosh channel. Thanks for watching. Hope you're keeping well. I'm in this beautiful countryside location today. Lovely English countryside. And today I'm going to show you my van. If you've been following my channel, you know that Streamline fitted out my van with the smart tank system. The people at Streamline very kindly invited me to go down there and see the whole process taking place. So it was a really fantastic opportunity. It's a video on my channel, and the really great thing about the van is that you can fit it out kind of bespoke to your requirements. It's been just over a year now since I've had the van fitted out, so I thought I'd show you around the van, show you a couple of little modifications I've made, talk about how I've been getting on with it. So here we go. This is the van, the smart tank. Really been enjoying using it actually, it's fantastic. So we've got the two-man system, 2 reels, and inside here 2 pumps, the filter system and resin. So I've got the 3-stage filter system here with these really neat little click filters. So if you've got a static RO system, you might use something similar to this. It might be slightly bigger, but these are smaller click filters. They're a little bit fiddly to change, but I'm being picky there. They're fine really. It's so convenient having it all here. And then this is the resin in here, which also needs changing every so often. I've put in this matting on top. The first couple of weeks when I started using the van, I had a pressure washing job and I was loading my pressure washing stuff on top. I had some bags of sand, and under here is just the wooden boarding, and the bags of sand were sliding around in there. Thought about it, and I've got this rubber matting bought to measure, and I just cut it around the bits and pieces in here so it fit exactly right, and I'm really glad I did that. It's been really good to have that kind of extra bit of protection on there. Then I can easily lift it up if I need to access under here. See my batteries, and there's a big RO filter that goes down the middle of the tank there, and there's also a panel there to lift up if you need to access. So it's been a really great system, it's so convenient. Down here is the gauge. You can see I'm a bit over half full. I just put some marks on the gauge myself so I can more easily see and get an idea of how much water I've got in the tank. It can make a big difference the way I've parked. Obviously with the flat tank, if you're parked on a bit of a slope forward, all the water goes to the front and it looks like you haven't got so much. So I've had to learn that I've got an overflow pipe in the top right hand corner of the tank. So if I'm parked that way, the water will be flowing out of the overflow pipe. The pumps suck up water from the back left hand corner here, so if I can park that way, then when there's only a little bit of water left, you know you've got to park kind of in that direction so that the water is going to be down towards the pumps. Down under here I've got the van ports here, so that when I'm filling up the tank, the water inlet I've got goes in, and then the wastewater comes out there, and then we've got 2 water outlets, so they just switch on and off like that. If I want to switch it, go under there and use an external reel. When I get home, I always plug the van into the water straight away. I like to try and keep the water topped up if I can. I feel like I don't ever want to be in a situation where I run out of water. You don't want to be a window cleaner who can't clean windows because they haven't got any water. So I like to keep it topped up, even if I've only used like half a tank. When I get home, I'll always top it up anyway. Make sure I try and keep a full tank basically. When there's 2 people working from it, I find it can get a bit close to the wire, if you know what I mean. In a way, I wish I'd gone for 850 litres. I think that would have given me just that cushion a bit more to know that the water was going to last me a bit longer when we're working with 2 people. But at the moment I've just been working on my own mostly, so it's not so much of an issue. But if I'd had a bigger tank, then I would have had less space up top. But these reels, I've got obviously the twin reels, they're solid as a rock, these reels. They really are heavy duty, and I've got them 6mm hose, high vis, A lot of guys have 8mm hose, but I've been using this 6mm hose, which is absolutely brilliant. If I just pull it out to here, what you notice with the 6mm hose, it actually shuts in the door. So that's another great advantage of the 6mm hose. That's really fantastic. And I love these little, I'll show you on this one, this little catch on the side which stops the reel moving kind of when you're traveling. And I've removed the handle on this one, got it down here, and then just capped it off with a blank, because otherwise you get water coming out from the centre of the hose there. Because I've mostly been working on my own, and the handles stick out, which means sometimes I want to put stuff down between the reels there. So I just keep the handle down there, and yeah, the reels are really rock solid. I mean, they pull out so smooth, and then even if you've got a lot of hose, it's really not a lot of work to reel them in. They reel in so smoothly. So I know what you're going to say is like an electric reel will change your life and all that kind of stuff. I would consider getting an electric upgrade. That obviously that would be awesome. Down here I'll just keep a few little bits and pieces. Spare brush here. I've got some of these kind of scrubby tools that I use sometimes on my over 8. This is their brand new one, which I haven't talked about much yet. So I just keep them down there so they're to hand if I need them, and a pot of vital accessories here. So I've got some extension pieces for the pole, the spray nozzle down here, a set of scissors to cut if I want to cut rubber, a set of pliers here, nippers for tightening the hose clips. Also in here, this is a really handy little piece to have, just with a male connector and nothing on the end. So if I want to fill up a bucket or my spray equipment, I can just attach that and get a free running water out of that from my tank. So I just keep a screwdriver as well if I need to swap any of the brushes over. If I want to swap over any of the connectors to go on there, I can change my brushes over. If you have a look at this, you might recognise this from my old van. So I wanted to keep all my little bits and pieces. So I've got hose connectors there if I'm ever on a job and they haven't got the right hose connector that I need. Bits and pieces for window cleaning, spare scraper blades, stuff like that. It's all in there. Spray nozzles. Really handy to have all those little spares so they don't get lost, obviously. I've just put in this board so that I can mount it on the board. I can put a couple of clips on there for squeegees to keep those spares handy as well. Obviously the pole rack to the side up here, I'm really pleased I went for this pole rack. They were saying to me that I could get a pole rack all the way across. They do a really good pole rack all the way across, which means you can get a ladder in one side if you want that. But I wanted to keep the height here so that I could get my pressure washer in, and got the big gutter back obviously. So I'm really glad I went for that pole rack. Keeps all the poles to the side. And in the corner here I keep electric reel for using my gutter vac. So I always keep that handy there. That's not going anywhere. So the idea is from the back of the van, when I open up the back, I've got all my water fed pole gear to hand at the back. All my traditional gear is handy to the side. Is where I keep a lot of my traditional tools. So here I've obviously got my scrims and seal cloths. I've got some microfibers in under here as well. Down the side here, down the back, I've got some traditional poles for gutter scoops, phantom pole, keep that tucked down there as well. So I've just got my pouch and a couple of large squeegees that I use down here. It's really good. I've also got a trip hazard sign if I'm using the hoses in a public place. So that's that. And then up here I've got the health and safety area. Okay, gloves, ear defenders, latex gloves there. This racking is really rock solid, and I asked for it to be put in this location. The only thing is it's hindered a little bit by the poles that go over the top there, but I've just got some spare brushes underneath, so that's okay. I keep all my chemicals down here as well, my cleaning soaps and little hand sprayer, some PVC cleaner, got some other traditional spares there, and my roof scrapers up there, and some other bits and pieces. I always keep a few tools on here as well, so I've got a couple of spanners and screwdrivers and things like that, because if I'm out on a job and I've got some kind of issue, I hate to be at a job and not have the right tool to fix it there and then, if there's some way I can fix it. So I like to keep a few tools handy if I can. I've got 50 metres of hose, that's just a normal garden hose, which I keep there as well. If I'm doing water-fed pole job, you can plug in the hose and fill up the tank while you're working. I find that really handy because a fascia or conservatory roof, you want a higher flow of water, so you're going to use more water, but I'm at that same location for a longer period of time, and I'll just fill up with water there as well. Constant flow kit, it's always good to have a piece of spray equipment if you need to spray on some cleaning solution of some kind, so always keep that then, and it's all strapped down with some stretchy straps. What window cleaner doesn't like some elastic straps, so keep a good few of them handy as well. So there you go. So my pressure washer goes in and out of here, and I keep the ramps down in here. They fit in there so nice, and that helps me get the pressure washer up onto there. So it's a bit of a heave to get the pressure washer up. I find if I park next to a curb, that just lifts up the ramp slightly shallower, so that makes it a bit easier. So a couple of other things. The Line-X coating on here is absolutely rock solid. I've been really pleased with that. I mean, that's quite an expensive part of the fit out. The coating in and out with my ramps, and it's not showing in any sign of wear. The plastic and the metal is wearing more than the actual lining itself, so it's really good. But yeah, I'm really pleased with the function of the whole thing really, and the way it helps me do my job. I've got quite a demanding business in that I've got all the different aspects to it, demanding situation, what I'm asking for in a vehicle, and all the different things I offer and the different jobs that I'm trying to do with the pressure washing and gutter clearing as well. I find this set up the way I've got it works really well for me, and it helps me do my job basically, you know. So yeah, that's how I've got it set up. So that's the van. So yeah, works well for me. I like to try and work things so that everything's got a place and I know where everything is, and I've actually been really enjoying water-fed pole window cleaning as well, more than I thought I would. A couple of upgrades that I could go for are obviously electric reels. Seriously considering that, it's very tempting. And also hot water. There is the hot water option you can get bolted on as well. So that is a possibility. I'm not sure if that's worth it or not. It's made a big difference to my business. It's really helped me kind of grow my business, move into new areas as well. So yeah, it's been fantastic. I hope you enjoy my channel. I try and show different ways that I'm using the van as well throughout some of my videos. But yeah, there you go. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy my channel and find it useful. There's loads more in the playlists, I'm always saying that. So check out the playlists, and maybe I'll see you again soon.